It's week 7 of the National Football League. And coming up next, it's the Jets' electric quarterback. He's been sensational as he leads the league in touchdown passes. It's the Jets and the Steelers on Sunday night.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over.
They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
And he's got to be feeling pretty good about himself right now because he's coming off of a strong performance in the team's win last week. And you can just tell, even early in his rookie season, he's starting to get really comfortable out there, and things are starting to fall into place. In fact, in talking to the rival defensive coordinator the team he's facing this week, he told me this young man's starting to get him.
Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Well, Charles, something we talked about last week, when you start believing whether you're in the midst of a special season or not. Well, now they're at 6-0. Are you still trying to tamp down the expectations in that locker room?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about.
Pass interference. Defense.
So obviously they will decline the penalty there, and the result is 6 points.
Offense and their quarterback coming out for their second drive. And he's an early front runner for MVP in the NFL here in the first half of the season. As you can see, he's a league leader in passing yards at this stage of the game.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it.
He gets that to the longtime Charger. It's Mike Williams.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
Nifty move. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32.
The numbers for Hall in last week's ball game.
North of 100 yards, the 2 scores. And, you got to give a lot of credit to the O-line. We talked a lot about him, but offensive line was good, too.
They're obviously in sync with each other, whether it's zone blocking, power running game, no matter what. He understands how to read them and find the creases that they provide.
Second and 5. Dancing to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year. And part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 10 more there and another first down.
The Jets at 6-0. What a start to the season for them. And they have certainly got it rolling as of late. Winners of 6 in a row.
And I think this is where, as a head coach, you show your team some trust. Instead of just talking about winning, the very next game, you point out to them, we're on a nice run here. And if we keep doing this, we'll be playing at home in the postseason. And we know that that could ride us all the way to the Super Bowl if we get that done.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down at 7.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And this is caught by Williams.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 15-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. And the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here. These last few plays, they have moved right down the field. And just like that, they're going to be set up with a first and goal.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line. Second and 3. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Ineligible receiver downfield. Offense.
A costly penalty there. A lineman got downfield, and for the moment, that cost him 6 points.
Still second down.
They'll set up to throw. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Jets have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy...
Jets offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And he's been doing it through the air and on the ground to start the season. Currently leading the NFL in rushing yards by a quarterback here in the month of September. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's got the hook up to Lazard. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down. On play action, they'll throw. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 22 yards there, a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary. Figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb. Second and 5. They'll go again with Hall. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a first and 10 now, down inside the 20. Straight ahead is Hall. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's second and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender,
here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fill him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Flushed out right.
He finds Wilson.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Garrett Wilson.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Jets will extend their lead here just before halftime. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record.
So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
Ready? Let's go.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. He'll look to throw. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, 1st down.
He's starting to fall into the category of not fair. Because when he's on target throwing the ball, he's dangerous. But when you add in his ability to make plays with his feet, almost impossible.
Yeah, exactly. They've had trouble stopping him in the secondary. This time they've got the great coverage. Oh, he can run too.
And he'll have a Jets first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On 1st down, right back to Hall.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
From the 34-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 9.
Now back to throw. He's got it to Williams. They can't tackle him.
Still on his feet.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
Mike Williams.
66 yards.
And the Jets take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up this secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense.
So here are the Jets now to take over.
Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now beginning this drive 1st and 10. Now Hall to start the drive. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Pittsburgh. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Hall want to give up the middle. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Hall again. Oh, nice move. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Jets add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
New York set to take the field. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
He's got the 1st down and more.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. They'll give to Hall. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
It's a pickup of 3, and we have now arrived at the 2-minute warning. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Here's Hall again. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. 112 yards for him on the ground now on that, his 20th carry of the ball game.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Here's a give to Hall. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. A handoff for Hall. And he's just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. Looking to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Jets try it, but the 4th down play doesn't work. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. So we were looking at each other up. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether
It's rare to see a young guy taken so high play this well at this point in the season. It comes with a lot of pressure, and I think he's handled it great so far.
Man, give him a walk-up song. He is the main event of this team, doing everything you can ask from a young quarterback. Pressure ain't nothing on him. Pressure busts pipes or makes diamonds. He's a diamond.
So that's what we're doing now. We're giving people walk-up songs for doing what they were drafted to do. Wasn't this who we expected this quarterback to be? And the fact that he's playing that way says he's everything the film said he was before he was drafted.
the ready. Hut, hut. Here we go, here we go. Hut. On the jump. Ready, ready. Down. Ready. Okay, ready. Set, go. Set. Set up. Let's go. Go. Set up. Ready. Come on. Set. Hut, hut. Ready, ready. Hut. Ready. Ready, ready. 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 Okay, break. Set, go. Set. Ready. Set up. Ready, ready, go. Ready, set. Ready. Here we go, set. Hut, hut. Let's go now. Hut. Set. Ready, ready. Here we go, here we go. Ready. Down. Set, go. Set. Get up. Let's go. Go. Ready. Ready. Ready? Connect! Ready! Go! It's week 8 of the 2024 season. And coming up next, it's the Jets' electric quarterback. He's your top dog in the league this season, ranking first in passing yards. It's the Jets and the Pats, next on Madden Football.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us roughly midway. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by their quarterback, the young rookie out of Notre Dame.
And he's certainly putting together an MVP-type season, leading the league in both passing yards and touchdown passes. There have not been too many defenses that have been able to stop him or even slow him down. So he's got his sights set on another big game right here.
They go play action here on first down. Got a man here, it's Wilson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. A good start offensively. 15 yards on the game's initial play.
Play action here on the first play from scrimmage. They want to see how the linebackers are going to react. Are they looking to stop the run? Or are they going to sit back in coverage? A really nice job there of going in attack mode early. And they pick up a quick first down.
They'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. But taking a look at Hall's numbers from a week ago, 23 carries, 122 yards.
And when you lead the league in rushing for this stretch of time, now you take on the identity. You now lead the team, and everything runs through you in terms of offense.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. So this game, Charles, you know, we talk about potential unbeaten seasons a lot. It feels like every year at some point in the season we talk about that. But this is one of those games where if you're unbeaten, you got to be careful. You can't take this one too lightly.
You're exactly right about that. And by rights, this should be a cakewalk. Almost a week off. Let the starters run up the score in the first half. Backups get to play in the second. But you and I both know that funny things sometimes happen when you think this way. So it's incumbent upon the starters to really play well to make it work for this team.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. He'll look to throw. And Lazard's got it again. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier this season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. Give him 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Again, he'll drop to throw. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And a good sign for them right now to have their young quarterback looking confident on the opening drive.
Now, we haven't met a young quarterback, a veteran quarterback. It doesn't matter. We haven't met a quarterback yet that doesn't tell us he's confident about his abilities, right?
That's true.
But when you're young, it's really important to get off to a good start because it does build up that confidence. It allows him to play better as the game goes on.
Especially crucial here on the road. They'll run with Hall. And he's going to run into a brick wall right in the middle of the field, and I don't think he got there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. Dances by him and bulldozing his way through. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Breece Hall hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's his 10th rushing touchdown of the campaign. Visitors offense and their quarterback headed out for this next possession. And he continues to show off his ability to run the football when the opportunity is right. He is the NFL leader in rushing yards from the QB position. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is incomplete.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. He's got a 1st down. That's his first catch. Remember, he's the NFL leader in that category at the midway point. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Finding Williams once more, complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. 1st down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got Wilson, middle of the field. Second down and 3. Now Hall. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. It's Williams on the catch. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That puts him in excellent position, 1st and goal after a gain of 19.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
They'll look to throw here. Rolling to his right. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. And the ball smacked down on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Jets are able to add on to that lead.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Last time they had the football, he ran it in. That was his 7th rushing touchdown of the season as they begin with a first down here. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Being chased out left. Oh, good move. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Thanks to that last play, a little more room to operate. 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll drop to throw. He'll find Lazard here over the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 16 more on that one and another first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I know that no game in the NFL is ever easy, but they're making it look that way. Everything is being done with such precision. Just on this drive alone, 3 plays, 3 first downs. If you're on defense, you're scrambling, looking at each other, trying to figure out how are we going to slow these guys down.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll look to throw again. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Alan Lazard, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it.
He threw his league-leading 25th touchdown pass on that last drive. He'll look to add to that total here with a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man here is Conklin. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. Ball on the 35. Here comes 2nd and 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Able to hook up with Williams here on the out route. Still fighting for more. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. He has really thrown the ball well here in this first half. You see the numbers, up over 200 passing yards already. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They'll set up to throw. Williams brings it in. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season.
Back to throw now on first down. Steps away to his left. Caught by Wilson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
with his second touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
He hits the big target for the two-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Back on offense, New York gets set to take over.
They have picked up right where they left off in half number one, just looking really dominant, extending this lead.
And it's fun to see when teams actually do that, because so many times you go into the half after playing well, and you kind of relax a little bit. We've got this. We can kind of punch the button whenever we get good and ready. But for a team to keep the intensity and keep the execution up and come back after the half and play so well, that's actually really, really nice to see.
And a pedal to the metal. That's what we're seeing right now.
Here now, 2nd and 4.
Here we go. Back to throw here. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate, as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Caught, it's Wilson. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
I think as he began this throw, you saw that the area was congested, but he has a lot of confidence in his arm, and he fits that one in there nicely. They pick up the catch, not much yardage afterwards.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there, because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
The numbers throwing the ball have been great. He's up over 300 yards now for the game.
Back to throw again. Well, this is caught by Williams. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. He's got a man. It's his fullback. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Tyler Conklin, 33 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot, because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
The offense for the Jets ready to take over. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Forced out to his left. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit, they recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only 2nd and short, so that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
102 yards rushing now for the NFL leader coming into this ball game.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day.
He'll find Williams on the slant. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
They'll run here with Hall. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, they'll take that every time with a lead, first down, 4th quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back, but 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
This is Hall. They juked him. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
From the 29, here's 2nd and a yard.
Let's go.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. It's complete to Williams. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 25 yards that time.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the 4th quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
Buying time to his left. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Another touchdown here in the 4th quarter. And, Charles, I think we can start to consider that this undefeated streak of theirs is going to be safe for another week.
And, partner, you don't make it this far into a season without a loss unless you're getting contributions from both sides of the ball and sometimes even your special teams. And that's been true today. Each side helping guide them to this late lead.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Yeah, and as the game went on, I think the defense kind of got together and said, you see our guys on offense, they're just putting up point after point. We need to leave our mark somehow, too, and they did it. Pitch in the second half.
It's rare to see a young guy taken so high play this well at this point in the season. It comes with a lot of pressure, and I think he's handled it great so far.
Man, give him a walk-up song. He is the main event of this team, doing everything you can ask from a young quarterback. Pressure ain't nothing on him. Pressure busts pipes or makes diamonds. He's a diamond.
So that's what we're doing now. We're giving people walk-up songs for doing what they were drafted to do. Wasn't this who we expected this quarterback